Good evening. Tonight, I want to be honest with you. I want to be real for a second, and I guess I just kind of want to be genuine. So, this film and this video really came about from Google. It was Google's fault, and it was more out of necessity than actual want or need. I'll explain. So, last night was Tuesday the 21st. At that period, I've watched 40 plus Halloween films. I was really celebrating the season, and I think like a lot of people during October, you start to get a little bit of, oh no, there's only a week left. What am I doing? I hope everything's okay. Like, there's this panic that comes over. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Where your favorite season's going to end, the days are getting shorter, the leaves are almost all gone in some places, and my birthday's always a week after Halloween, and as you get older, it's not always a good thing. Anyway, I digress. So last night I was trying to go back to the well. I was like, I don't know what I want to watch. And to be honest with you, if you looked at my room on my nightstand, there was about 9 films that I wanted to watch. Tales from the Dark Side was there, Session 9, Sting from last year, Serpent in the Rainbow, Martyrs, Frankenstein, the really early one, the black and white one, right? The Universal Monsters, 4 or 5 others that I just felt like I needed to watch, and I just really didn't have a lot of want to. I had a couple of others that I needed to review. I was just struggling, man. I was on the struggle bus trying to figure out, what the fuck am I going to watch tonight? Why is this such a problem? And it's a problem because there's only so many days left in the month, and so you feel like you got to get in your favorite films. And I become like, hey man, don't save your favorite films anymore, because you're going to run out of days, and then you're just going to be feeling like you shoulda, coulda, woulda. And a lot of times that's what November becomes. It's like the Halloween hangover, if you will, into November. And that's usually like when I watch the Rocky films and I still watch horror all year round, obviously. But anyway, last night I was like, I should probably watch like something that makes me feel good. Something that's a core memory, something that's easy to talk about, something that I love. I think I'm going to watch Candyman. I'm going to watch Tony Todd. I'm going to watch Clive Barker. I'm going to watch Bernard Rose's 1992 immortal, pure horror masterpiece of Candyman. Let me go ahead and see where it's like when I do those kind of things. A lot of times what I'm looking for, I don't want to say let me see where it's streaming, but I want to know times, because after I get off work, sometimes I do the YouTube thing. I'm a dad. I've got dinner to work on. I'm hanging out with my wife. I'm trying to do the family thing. And then I go and work out. Sometimes I watch films while I work out. You don't need to know all this stuff, but time becomes a fucking problem as you get older, and you got to do things for work, and you're just trying to research stuff. So I went online to Google, and I was like, man, where's this movie? How long is it? How much time do I need to watch this film? And of course I Google it, and Candyman comes up with 99 minutes. I'm like, all right, it's 10:20. Son of a bitch, that's exactly what I need. That's going to guarantee like 1 or 2 little things where I pause, right? Or I fucking turn it up a little bit, or whatever happens while you're watching a film. And so the curiosity in me got the better of me. I'm like, let me go see. It's got a pretty good Rotten Tomato review. I want to see what it's like 73 or something. What do the users say? This has got to be at least a 4.5, maybe a 4.4. And I'll get into those reasons in just a second. But let me just peek at these Google reviews and see what's up with this film. And when I looked at it, I was fucking pissed. I fucking could not believe that Candyman, one of the most iconic villains in horror cinematic history, was rated at a lowly 3.3. So what did I do? I warmed up my fingers, baby. I warmed them up. I was like, I'm going to type up a review, and I'd like to read that review to you now. Thanks for being here. It's pretty rare that I decide to review a film from 1992. Usually, upon returning to the proverbial well, I check the tomato meter and for good measure look at the user reviews. For a film like Candyman, which has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, it's filled with trauma, grief, and bad babysitting. I expected a modest score of at least 4.4. Gun to my head, I figured there would be a slight racial undertone, maybe some critique of the film's themes, villains, and the depiction of the Cabrini-Green, the sprawling Chicago ghettos. That's pretty traditional. Having been a resident of the horror genre for the past 40 years, that mileage and wear and tear, they kind of come with the territory. Even for the most seasoned horror fan who showcases the 1992 cult favorite like some sort of holy grail or rite of passage. What is completely unacceptable and deserving of this review is the dismal 3.3 user rating. With so many finding fault in the film's pacing, the film's characters, the overarching theme of urban legends, And look, maybe I'm too close to the fucking source here. Perhaps my introduction to the genre and similarly the tale of Bloody Mary doesn't quite translate to this new generation. Still, I don't fucking get it. The same issues viewer complain about being, to me, are sacred and crucial to my entire childhood, my horror theology and baseline. Clive Barker penned the short story The Forbidden, and the immortal Tony Todd wielded the hook for a hand and slashed his way through bathroom mirrors at every preteen slumber party for as long as I can remember. Every scene brings depth, brings trauma, pushes the Candyman right through your gullet like some sort of twisted Silence of the Lambs. No quarter is given to anyone's social status, gender, or color. Everyone gets a piece in this fright flick from 1992. And for that, it is most worthy of your time. Just don't forget to turn off the lights and look into the mirror and say his name 5 times.
Candyman. 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 Candyman.
You see? I heard you still looking for Candyman, bitch.